Alright. Everything else turned on. Any light, taxi light, cab light, leave the strobes off for now. Let our vacuum come down for just a minute. Lean out for just a second. Okay, left magneto. Oh, we can probably actually turn this down, put it on low. Just gonna turn my ailer on so I can see that. Okay, doing okay. Right magneto. Okay. Free. Nice free. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get full mix. I'll bring this up to about 25, a little over 25 maybe. Okay. I'll release the brake. And this is what we're going to take off with right here. Okay. We're almost ready to roll. Almost. And about here. Maybe this time maybe with the wind, I'm not sure. Let's see what my pitch is at actually right now. Hello. It keeps that manifold pressure from over. I think we're okay. We're gonna get our line, which is back this way. Oh, we took off with the wind, I can tell already. Okay, I'm outside the airport here, which is right there. The Collins Aerospace is right there. It's also, I turn back here, see if I can see it from here. Collins Aerospace is also right there. Here the Buffalo would be like right here. 94 is right over here. Oh. Jamestown Reservoir. We're going right over the top of the island right now. It's 281. Alright. I'll level out just a little bit. Let the plane catch up. And look at that. I know where I'm going. I'm going over Pipestem right now. So this is the Just Flight Turbo Aero 3. I like the 4 a little more, I think. If I'm flying with friends, that's one I fly. But this one is the one that I actually enjoy flying around. Normal, it actually does have a better takeoff speed. I can roll at about 66. The other one's anywhere between like 76 and 86. So I just have a lot more authority. But overall, this is just a beautiful plane. Normally I'd be doing this in VR, but I don't necessarily care for the VR capture. So we'll just go ahead and fly around here. We're not too far off of our line. We'll make sure we can see it. But we should be able to see the airport long before. Oops, got a little bit of altitude. That's right. Yeah, Carrington's only like 40 miles from Jamestown. So you consider that we're doing 150 roughly, 140, something like that. We'll be there in absolutely no time. So flat. Man, I do love how the sun hits this wing right here. That is so cool. And then the shadowing cockpit. If we were flying with the sun to our back, the shadow from the pillars would be on the cockpit here on the dash. But it's cool how it's on the wing right there. Take a look at it from the outside. Just a beautiful plane. I forgot my landing lights on. Turn that off. Turn our strobes on too. Such a beautiful plane. Flies magnificently. So I think I must have a little bit of a wind there. Yeah, if we look at it, we're getting pushed a little bit. So to fix that, if I want to, there is a rudder trim. I can counter it that way just a little bit if I didn't just give it the wrong one. No, we don't want negative, we want positive. Yeah, positive. We're not going to give it that much, we're going to give it just a little bit. This will just help out a little bit when we're flying, so we're not so dependent on having to keep our ailerons keep us straight. What else we got down here? A little more. Just a little more on the nose. Kind of what happens. You start adding a little bit of rudder, you start losing a little bit of speed. Just drops the nose just a tad. We'll be fine though. A little too much. Looks like we're going over an airport right now. What airport are we going over? Can we see the runway? Huh? I do not see a runway, but we did fly over something. still the James River. Oh, right there. Let's see. There we go. And there's also a little tablet over here. It's not unrealistic as can be to be able to get it up like that, but some people that I've watched do this video, they actually do keep this on. I like it off. I just like having that visibility, even though it is just this area right here. There's still not so bad, I guess, in monitor mode, but when you're in VR, it kind of gets in the way. So I suppose I could be might see a little better. Okay, oops. So we're getting a little off track again. That's no big deal. We can fix that. If you're off by an inch on one end, you can be off by a mile on another. I'm actually going to let this naturally pump fuel, which is we're 17 miles, so we should be seeing the runway about, maybe not about now, but fairly soon. We'll see the city. We gotta fly around the city. For a second I thought we had icing conditions. I was like, what? This is a really dirty windscreen. So 15.2. Usually at about 10 we can see our destination, so farmland. What's really cool is that I flew around and you can actually see my friend, his dad put hearts on the side of the hill when his daughter got married, so when my friend's sister got married. And in flight sim you can actually see the hearts still on the side of his hillside. Granted, his shop looks like a mansion and his house looks like a shack. It's still kind of cool to see. Not quite going to the moon. I do like this though. We're cruising at about 140. I have no idea what the true airspeed is. True airspeed says that we're doing like 80. So we're not going very fast, so we must have a pretty decent headwind. But at the same time, we actually haven't been flying all that long either, so I'm not sure what the trim wheel says. What's that say? How we're flying actually pretty even, so. I believe that we're over 281 again. Forgot that in Buchanan it actually goes to one lane. That actually might be the town right here. We'll know in just a moment. If the road curves back to the right, I'll know that we're in town, or that we're to town. It definitely looks like we might be on the edge of town though. I'm actually just gonna go this way. Airport is on the west side of town. 281 west, and the road actually turns. Then to 52 goes west, and 281 goes north. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of zip over this way. It looks like the road goes right there. Because we're 9 miles, the airport should be about here. It might be more over here, but hopefully it's a little better than FSX. When I flew this way on FSX, I ended up landing like in a field in the middle of nowhere. They're like, "This is it," and I'm like, "Not really." But okay. No, that wasn't it. "7 miles. I'm not sure where I'm at. Seeing anything. It would help if there was no sun here. So this is real time. Real time for me is 6:15. So about 2 hours of daylight left, which no one probably cared about exactly how many hours is left. I was kind of hoping that I'd get a flight where it's just starting to come down, so it's not super bright, but at the same time it's not like freezing. I'm not going to be anywhere near it if I go that way. Okay. There's the road right here. And there's town right there. Airport's over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start losing a little bit of altitude. I'm just reducing my throttle, which will give us a little bit of a descent, get us down to that, 2,000, 3,000 somewhere. Now we're at 5,000. I think it's like 2,500 or something is the altitude. Pretty sure I see the airport. I think it's right in front of us, right under, or I should say right above the nose, to the, a little bit to the right. In fact, yep, there's the airport. I can see the runway. We're gonna bleed out just a little more power. See it right here. So I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go this way. I'll go this way. We'll fly alongside it. Get our altitude down. And we'll go ahead and zero this out again so that we have full rudder control. I just noticed I never leaned out my fuel, so we weren't getting very good mileage. It didn't hurt us that much. We should be fine. Now, I will say that I'm not the greatest at landing this airplane. I'm not bad, I'm just not the greatest either. So, I should be running Sky Dolly. If you don't have it, I recommend getting it. It is actually worth the freeness that it is. A lot of the time, like, I'll do a landing and I'll come back and then I'll just let the plane land itself. Basically do the same thing that I did, but I'll run it. I'll hit play, let it play through, not take the controls, let it follow the controls I actually already did. Inputs, but then I'll watch it from like the external view, which is actually kind of cool. Okay, so I can't see it now. There it is. We want to get a little bit further out. I want to be able to bleed off quite a bit of speed by the time we get there. Airport's here. It's right there's the end of the runway. So, almost there. Okay. We're going to start turning back now. We'll try to do a flat turn for the most part. Low bank. We do have plenty of speed, so I'm not. And we're doing okay. Let's nose up a little bit. We're going to maintain our altitude just the best that we can while we're coming around here. Rule of thumb is that you would actually pick up your wing, make sure that nobody's coming off the runway beforehand. I'm not overly concerned about that, so guess what? I'm not going to. Doesn't mean that you still shouldn't. Now I've lost sight of my runway. Where did it go? So maybe I should have. There you are. I see you. Turned just a little too far. Okay, so we need our speed down to 108. So we're going to try to get this thing flying as level as can be, which will allow us to bleed off our speed. I trim up. A little more, a little more. Oh, I'll just get a little nose up. Okay, 105. Another way to get that is get the wheels down. That'll start slowing us down a little bit. Okay, second level of flaps. We're going to try to glide right into this. See if we can. Nose up a little more. We're still doing okay. Still doing okay. It's showing that we're a little high. That's right. Actually, it's showing that we're a little low. We're okay. Last set of flaps. Yep. Okay, we're off the throttle. Completely off the throttle. We're a little to the left. That's okay, it's okay. Let's get myself over. This would have been a really bad landing. But we're okay. Yeah, not too terribly bad. In case I normally would have been VR, which actually would have been a little easier to make that landing, but that's okay. I'm actually not hitting my brakes yet. I'm looking for an off-ramp. I don't know if there actually is one. It looks like there might be one coming up here, though. It's very in there. I always forget to put my flaps down. Don't know why. I should say flaps up. Could have fixed it a little bit. I could have actually given it just a little bit of power. That probably would have helped out just a tad. So let's take and we'll turn into here. Make sure we don't roll the thing. Oh, this is it? Okay. It's kind of weird, but okay. We'll just come up in here and we'll just go ahead and stop the engine. Alright, set the parking brake. Parking brake is set. Pull my mix. Oh, the lock is on. That's okay. There we go. Avionics, all my lights, power. Back to